I hooked up with my dad's best friend.
I low-key am not over my ex.
I'm 26 and still haven't had my first kiss.
My college professor's flirty comment has me feeling excited.
Go have fun in Italy too, though, but work hard first.
Says, I'm in love with a married man. He just got married, plus he's 10 years older than me, but I feel like we're on the same page. What do I do?
If you want to fuck around and be polyamorous and do your ethical whatever, who's he, what's it, go nuts.
My siblings and I were groomed by a trusted priest. It broke my view of religion for a while.
Yeah, find something new and exciting. Move to a new city.
So this one's a really emotional one, that's why I'm also pausing.
I low-key am not over my ex. Whenever you're not over someone, don't get into another relationship, first of all. Find things that make yourself happy. Find yourself. Definitely give yourself a lot of time. If they're the one, they're gonna come back into your life. But I would say, yeah, some time, find yourself, some things you enjoy, and that's it.
I hooked up with my dad's best friend. I would say that ain't good for anybody. That is a lot of conflict within the family. I'd keep that secret and take it to the grave. That's my advice. She got it out there, or he got it out there in the open, so that's good. It releases, right? So you put it out in the universe and it just does its thing.
This is really sad. I want to die, but I would never do it. It's so overwhelming and I have no one to talk to about it because it's such a big burden. Well, just know that you're loved. I know that's really a broad thing to say and I don't know you, but I know the people in your life want you here. And I also know that the people in your life could probably shed a lot of insight into why they want you here and why you're valuable. Talk to friends, talk to family. They want to hear about this and they want to know you're going through it and they want to help you in the ways that you can be helped. And you're better here than not.
When I was Catholic, Christian now, my siblings and I were groomed by a trusted priest. It broke my view of religion for a while. Okay, so I was also Catholic, emphasis on the was. My priest at my home church was also caught for sexual assault and grooming kids when he was younger, and our church didn't really take it seriously. That was kind of the final breaking point in where we stood with our Catholic community. I think growing up Catholic too, it was kind of going through the motions of checking off the box of going to church on the Sunday and, singing the hymns that you don't really know what they mean. She or he says Christian now, so I'm assuming they've pivoted to a different direction, which I have too. And I think that the only way to kind of move past church hurt and bad situations within your church and your religion is kind of finding and seeking out other religious community if that is something that you are open to. I know that I've found someone at UT and I'm so grateful for where I am with my relationship with the Lord, and I think through those communities is the only way to kind of move on and also have new perspective of what God's overarching message is. So I think definitely finding better and more inclusive communities is a great pathway to kind of heal the church hurt that you experienced.
My hometown friends have really hurt me in ways they don't realize, but it's hard to tell them when I feel like we're in different phases of life now, but it still hurts me a lot. I'm really sorry to hear that. I think that's probably something that a lot of people go through as we grow up and we don't really talk about it. But I think an honest conversation can never hurt. Good things would come from that. Just be open, that would be my advice. My college professor's flirty comment has me feeling excited. I'm asking her out for drinks next week. It could be a huge success or a complete disaster, but I just don't care. Life's too short, I'm gonna take the chance. You're definitely going down the danger path, but maybe that's what you need in your life right now. And I'm a big fan of follow your heart and your intuition. And if it feels right and something that you want to suss out, I'm not a rule follower myself personally. And you know what? At the end of the day, these things come to us for a reason. So there will be a lesson in it. It could be the most amazing thing you've ever done in your life, like you said, or it could teach you something that you need to learn right now in life.
I have always loved exploring and enjoying sex as I go through life, but as a woman, society harshly judges this behavior. I have finally found like-minded souls in France. Sex is about connection, love, joy. Our society f***s us up. This is a secret thing, so it's I would say just be more open about that and you probably just attract more people who believe in that too. I don't think you have to go as far as France to find community in that, and you'll probably find plenty of community here in Austin.
Having an existential crisis in my life, feeling conflicted of what I should do. Like, should I work hard, make lots of money, etc., or go travel and live spontaneously? Should I just move to Italy and have fun?
Yes.
Is what she said. Okay, work hard and go travel, girl or man. Go have fun in Italy too, though. But work hard first.
It says, I'm in love with a married man. He just got married, plus he's 10 years older than me, but I feel like we're on the same page. What do I do? The heart wants what the heart wants, you know? It's kind of a tricky situation, but I'd say talk to him about how you feel, and I wouldn't try to influence his decision one way or another. I feel like it's up to him on whether he wants to separate from the relationship that he's currently in. But divorces happen all the time, so anything's possible.
I'm 26 and still haven't had my first kiss. I pretend I don't care, but I feel so lonely sometimes. I think eventually the day will come. You know, we do a lot of sales with what I do, and I get told no 99% of the time. And I think you should maybe treat it like that. If you keep reaching out to people, you get told no 99% of the time, but there's that 1% chance, you know, that you succeed. So it's basically just like keep taking shots.
I never expect friends to go out of their way for me, but in the hardest time of my life, I felt a best friend failed me. It hurt me so much for years, and I still haven't told her everything I felt. In life, your best friend should be the people that uplift you. They shouldn't ever make you feel bad about yourself. They should be the people that are there for you. And so I think in life, you just have to alter your expectations of your friends, but not for a best friend.
I hate the way my boyfriend blows his nose in the shower, but I don't want to make him self-conscious, so I'm going to keep that to myself. You know, I feel like you could totally bring that up in a cute way of like, hey, you know when you do that thing? That's super funny. Yeah, I think you could totally tell him and it can just turn into a joke.
Oh no, oh God. This one's sad. I feel so behind. Everyone thinks I have everything together, but I don't. I'm not married, I don't have children, I don't own a home. I just feel like I'm failing a lot of the days. This is obviously women's handwriting. Hey buddy, what's up? You got secrets? It's got secrets. If you're over 30, get the f out of here. This is a horrific city for dating, for women who want normal things. If you want to go around and be polyamorous and do your ethical whatever, who's-y, what's it, go nuts. But if you want anything even remotely typical, leave immediately.
All right, it says, I don't think my friends like me. I'm always an afterthought. Why does it always turn out like this for me? That one actually makes a lot of sense to me because that was pretty much how I was in middle school. I found out, you know, like they'd hang out without me, do stuff without me, like talk behind my back. And it really gave me a lot of trust issues back then, like a little 13-year-old boy. You know, in middle school, it's the closest people to you. You're forced into this group and you're friends with who's there. And high school was my first step of kind of expanding that. And I realized that there's so many more people out there worth my time. Came to college, I found friends that I'll be with for a lifetime. If Plungers sees this, shout out to you guys. I found the people who respect me and love me, and I respected all of them. So good luck to you, whoever that is.
I'm 24. I'm afraid that the world is fake and everyone around me is a part of the universe I created. I wish I could talk to this person because I'd be like, how do you define the world is fake, you know? I think the world is like a projection of yourself, you know, like your experiences and your views. And so I don't think that the world is fake. I think a lot of people are trying to present in a way that is accepted from other people. And I think that's the way that we feel a sense of validation and appreciation from others. Something that I read once that I really liked is the mask can never receive love. It can only receive praise. And so if I'm pretending to be someone that I'm not, I can receive all of this appreciation from you guys, but it's never really going to feel true or resonate within me because it's not really me.
I think eating meat is unethical, but I still eat it. Yeah, fair. I kind of agree. I feel like I'm in the same boat a lot of times. I was vegetarian on and off for a while, and I guess the question is to ask yourself, how much do you care about it? Because there are a lot of thoughts that we have that we don't action upon. I think you have to kind of ask yourself, is this something that you feel prepared to respond to? It may be unethical, it may not be. There are differing opinions about it. What's important to you? And are you being affected by what you think others want you to do versus what you feel strongly about?
So this one's a really emotional one. That's why I'm also pausing. Last May, I was on the side of the road about to end my life. Something stopped me, but I don't even remember what it was. I called my therapist and went to her office. My family still doesn't know. It's been haunting me lately. I just needed to get that off my chest. I think it's really important to discuss, like, when we are at really low points like that. And I'm really glad this person shared, and I hope they can see this video, because it's amazing that they were able to have that moment of clarity, or that moment, whatever the moment was that stopped them, because it's such a permanent ending. And I think sometimes we are so quick to see someone and judge from the exterior of, like, oh, their life looks perfect or fine or whatever, and we may not know what's going on internally with people. It just makes me really emotional, because I think we've all had low points. I'm also glad that they had their therapist and to go to, because I'm in therapy as well, and I just think it's so beneficial to have that third-party person, you know, you can share everything with. I'm just really glad they got it off their chest, like the last sentence. I just needed to get that off my chest. I think that's such a big healing part of just being a human, like writing it out or sharing it with your friend or anonymously, you know, like, and that's why y'all's work today is like really important for these kinds of messages, I think, too, because you don't have to be alone in this world, even when it feels really lonely when you're walking around. And like you were talking about earlier, of like building those true connections and meaningful conversations with people. Yeah, so that's what I've got.
All right, so this secret is, tried to switch jobs, but my entire community and city is there. This would mean moving away from everything I love. Help. I think having the new experience is not a bad thing. You can also learn over time of having moved to a new place. Maybe some things also shift in your mentality or priorities, and you kind of learn very strongly whether you feel you need to go back or pursue a new life different from the things that you had before. But it can be really hard. And still try to keep in touch with your support system. Also build a support system wherever you're moving. It's scary, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. And I think you can learn a lot from the new experience. So food for thought as you keep making your decision.
I'm concerned my sister-in-law doesn't really view me as a sister. And I'd like to change that, but I don't know how. I feel like this is more of you kind of have to have a sit down talk with them at this point. Like, you can't kind of just like keep going on, because it's going to get worse. Explain how you feel. Maybe they can explain how they feel.
I'm scared of letting go of my old patterns that aren't serving me. I would say find a new hobby, like walking. Scared of letting go of old patterns. Yeah, find something new and exciting. Move to a new city.
I've achieved what would be considered worldly success, and I'm happy, but I feel deeply unfulfilled. A lot of the things I do feel meaningless. I know how that is. Well, instead of doing things that are worldly success, why not just do things that you know make you happy, even if other people aren't judging you with it? Like, look at a dog. A dog spends so much of its time sleeping and hanging out, and other animals, they're not constantly pushing themselves like humans. So I try to learn from other animals to see what they like.
In college, a female friend told me she liked me and then almost ended her life. Since then, I've struggled to have friendships with females. I've experienced something similar to this, and other people's hurt aren't your hurt, and it's something that is very hard to understand and accept. Like, that girl was hurting a lot, and it wasn't as a result of you, and you don't know her mind, and your presence may have created like such a blessing in her life, more than you could ever understand. I wouldn't be afraid to still seek out a relationship, just even like a female friend. A lot of people have a lot of hurt, and you can heal that hurt in a lot of ways that you wouldn't even expect or understand.